Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Thanks for stopping in. This is Kelly Moore. We are at the Jacksonville APA 8-Ball Doubles Championship Open Qualifier event today. Started with 32 teams, and we are playing down to one. One will advance to the APA 8-Ball Doubles Championship in Las Vegas. We are in our second round here. Got Jack and Ryan, the Tactical Flamingos, playing against Jason and Stephanie, the Brutons, appropriately named husband and wife, again playing against father and son. So there you go. It's a fun match. We've got this camera set up and this camera angle only at the moment. After this match is done, we'll work on getting the other camera set up for you, and we'll have matches going live for the rest of the day. So thanks for stopping in and hanging out. If you're in the area and you're looking to play, we are at 9-Ball Heaven, and we are going to be running some singles boards here in a little while. Sign-ups are going on now. After this round is over in the 8-Ball Doubles Qualifier, we'll have some tables free up, and we will be able to run some boards. So if you want to play today, come on out. Looking around 2:30, we'll get those boards started. 9-Ball Heaven. We're running boards. I believe we're running 9-ball boards as well. So this is 8-ball doubles. It is Scotch doubles. This is an alternate shot format. So you've got Ryan shooting at the table right now on behalf of Tactical Flamingos. And this is his partner, Jack, now stepping up to the table. And Jack and Ryan are a combined skill level 9. Today, a 9 and 8 ball. Jack is a 6, and Ryan is a 3. Stephanie and Jason are a combined 10. Stephanie is also a 3, and Jason is a 7. In the 8-ball doubles format, skill levels 9 and 10 both need 4 racks to win. So we're on a race to 4 right now. Jason and Stephanie sitting on the hill, only needing 1 more rack to win. Jack and Ryan trying to stay in it. All right. Got a little bit of a defensive battle going on here, trying to figure out how to close out a rack. Jack and Ryan trying to stay in it, and Jason and Stephanie fighting for the win. And we are watching a winner's side match here. This is only round 2 of our tournament today. So win or lose, both of these teams are still in the tournament. So it's not an elimination match. However, you know, you want to end that second round with the confidence going into the next round of the winner's side. But our loser of this match will go on to play another match on the loser side, and they've still got a shot today. Voice of Jacksonville Pool is the voice in the chat. So you got Kelly sitting here on the mic with you. We'll have a few different voices popping in throughout the day today, so we hope that you'll stick around and enjoy some of our guest commentary going on. Voice of Jacksonville Pool, Tim Jones, is playing again in today's event. His partner, April Wazell. They are the Voice Squad, or the Squad. The Squad. I think they're the Squad. So you may hear Tim popping in and out, but we'll have some other guests on as well as myself and Mike, and we're looking forward to a good day of pool. Oh, a nice try there by Stephanie. even had some shape over there for Jason. Some nice shape too. Ryan set up here well to go ahead and make the 14 in the pocket he's lining up for. Once he makes that 14 ball, it should give Jack pretty nice shape on the 10 at the left side of the table there. Oh, no, overcut that ball. So Jason with an opportunity to clean up. If you're just tuning in with us, we are watching the 8-ball doubles open championship qualifier. We've got 32 teams still in the tournament right now. Not for long, though. We're playing down to one. One team's going to advance to Las Vegas today. Jason and Stephanie are looking at trying to close out this rack for a win over Jack and Ryan and move on in the winner's bracket. This is only the second round today. We will be setting up another camera angle for you and getting things adjusted a little bit between racks here, but stick with us, hang out. We will be here all day long until we have a winner. If you want to come and hang out in person, we're at 9-ball heaven. You can come up and play on some singles boards here in a little bit. We'll be getting those started shortly after 2 o'clock. We'll be running 9-ball boards today, I believe, and we'll run them all day. As long as people are coming out to play, we'll keep running them. Stephanie knocking in the 1 ball. Jason here shooting off for the 8 to win the match and then keep on cruising. Ooh, and miss. Okay, so important. Jack looking to step up and push this 10 in and go up table for the 9 ball. I think that's what it was in the middle there. Nope, 14 ball. Ryan should have doesn't have to worry about shape at all in this situation. So just making the 14 ball is going to set up Jack to make that 8 ball no problem from anywhere. So he's should be feeling confident in that. Yep, pocketed that ball. And now Jack looking to change the tide a little bit on the table and make it 3-2. There it is, 3-2. We'll see another rack of pool. I'm going to shut off this mic and see if I can't get that other camera in there for a minute. We'll be back. Stay with us. Okay. Nope, we got just one camera angle for the time being. We will have other angles here in the next match or two. But for now, I'm going to wreak havoc if I try and get that other camera in there. So here we go. We are here, 9-ball heaven, 8-ball doubles championship qualifier going on. We are watching the second round of the winner's side. Jack and Ryan, Tactical Flamingos, just picked up a point to close the gap a little bit. Jason and Stephanie sitting on the hill, just needing one more to win, but it's a race to 4 in this Scotch doubles qualifier. Jason and Stephanie are combined skill level 10. Jack and Ryan a combined skill level 9. In the 8-ball doubles race chart, 9s and 10s both need 4 racks to win the game. There we go. Thanks for stopping in with us today. I am Kelly. I'm one of the league operators in Jacksonville, APA. If you have listened to some of our streams before, sometimes you've heard the voice of Jacksonville Pool on here, Tim Jones. He is participating in today's tournament, so he'll be on the mic in and out. Got another couple of guests lined up, as well as Mike and myself, so plan to hang with us. We'll be here streaming probably through the finals, which I wouldn't imagine we'll be out of here before 8 or 9 tonight. So plan to pop in and hang out with us anytime you got a few minutes today. Ryan trying to figure out best option here when you got everything oriented at a pocket that's blocked at the moment. That can be a little tricky to decide. Also in a difficult position given the opponent has these object balls sitting kind of close to the pocket to work with, especially the 1 ball there, which Jason is going to go ahead and take advantage of to get some real nice shape there for Stephanie on the 4 and 5. A little tricky here, skill level 3. We'll see how she plays it, but I would imagine she's going to shoot at the 4 ball first, which will work out nicely for Jason. Yep, getting some shape there. Natural shape is so important when you're playing doubles. Don't complicate it. Just play the natural shape that's on the table, that's available. And when we start getting overly aggressive at trying to get the perfect shape for your partner, that's where we see doubles teams go down. So Jason, well played. Left Stephanie a shot in the, I assume she's going to take the shot in the side pocket there. She's studying it a little bit, trying to decide. I think a little hesitation there. I think she's probably concerned about the scratch. Ooh, and they got it. All right. Jason and Stephanie moving on into the next round of the winner's side. Jack and Ryan not out of the tournament by any means. We got a lot of pool left. Neither of these teams had lost yet prior to this match. They are both still in it. I'm going to mute the volume and get some camera angles set up for you. But meanwhile, I will tilt this camera around. Let's see if we can't. Oh, wrong camera. All right, we'll get you some other camera views going, and we'll be back for the next round. And we're back. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
This is Kelly talking, your league operator, and I have with me today Alexis.
Hi, everyone. It's been some time since I was last here, but we're back.
Yes, and Alexis, if you're looking to put a face to the name, if you have seen any of our timeout trivias or the great interview with Maggie come out this week in our reels, then that is Alexis. So.
The one and only, that's me. But if you're at any of the league nights, we've been secretly popping around. You don't know where we're going to be at, but we're having a lot of fun asking some good questions, testing your knowledge. We truly are.
Doing some timeout trivia. We had a great time at Post 9 the other night.
Oh my gosh. I just went back through the footage.
Is it hilarious?
It's so funny. It's going to be so good.
I can't wait to see it.
I know. I'm like, how do I want to fit this in 90 seconds?
Yeah. It's going to be tough on a couple of those.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be selective about it. You know, we're only going to pick the best of the best parts. But there's a lot of them, so it's hard to choose from.
Yes. We're going to have to be a little selective, for sure. I liked a part 2 idea, though. We got quite a lengthy tiebreaker.
Yep.
So Mike was like, well, what if we did the initial game, part 1, and then the tiebreaker, part 2?
Well, I even have that for one for next week, so I was going to ask the two of you. But
fun, yes.
More will be coming out.
Anyways, that's who Alexis is, and we are here, and we are watching some 8-ball doubles championship qualifier today. We're in round 3 of this qualifier. We started with 32 teams today, and we are playing down to one winner that's going to advance to the APA Doubles Championship in Las Vegas in May.
Big winnings, and May is just around the corner, so competition is hot.
For sure. This is actually the very last chance anyone has to qualify for anything, any of the May events.
Oh, stakes are high.
Yes. So there are no more chances. Regionals a couple weeks ago is how you got there for singles. 9-ball doubles was last month. That's done. This is it, guys. May.
May to Vegas.
May to Vegas. Yep. Vegas in May.
So we have doubles today.
Yes. Have you ever played Scotch doubles?
I have not.
Okay. So we've got lots of learning to do.
Lots of learning, and we're going to do all this learning together, which is my favorite part.
Perfect. So this, we actually don't have a head. We can have a head. Hang on. But that is Gage shooting right now. And his partner is Robert, who is now stepping up to the table. They are a combined skill level 10 in 8-ball, and then they are shooting against Logan and Jess, who are also a combined skill level 10 in 8-ball.
Oh.
And when we have two 10s playing against each other, it is a race to 4. So our games must win there. So 4, and we are in our first rock. So this is a loser's bracket match, which is important to know because that means that somebody's going home after this match.
Oh, no.
I don't love the length of this link, but if you're interested in checking out the bracket, it's there in the chat for you. You can click around and follow your friends. You will need to know what creative doubles team name they came up with today, and some of them are quite creative.
I do love that.
We had the tactical flamingos on here a little while ago.
Good one. I would love to see some merch to see what that would look like.
Tactical flamingo. But I think they make pink camo.
I don't know why I just pictured like a bionicle flamingo immediately. That was the first thing that came to mind, like a robot flamingo.
This sounds like a terrifying movie.
So in 8-ball doubles, does it go one team player versus a player from the other team? Like, are they alternating?
Well, the word alternating is accurate, but it's not 1-on-1. So it's 2-on-2 throughout the whole match. They're alternating shot.
Ah, okay.
And so every time, if Robert makes the shot here, then Gage is going to step up and take the next shot for their team. So they're working together to clear out the solids and then make the 8 to win.
So let's say that he did not just get the ball into the pocket. Would it still be their team's turn?
No.
The Lucky Strikers? It would move to whose turn is it?
It would, yes. I thought you were actually asking me whose turn it was.
I see what they're doing there.
I'm like, I don't
see
know.
what they're doing there.
Oh. Yeah, there's quite a few team names with a play on it. And I was like, look, these in order. What are we doing? I don't know. Whose turn is it?
Oh, wow. Let's just have them all. Let's have what are we doing versus whose turn is it? We're just asking questions. All the
Whose
time.
turn is it played? I don't know in the last round. So.
And our names are, we're confused.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
So how do they get points?
So in this one, that's right. You were last involved with 9-ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in this one, there's no points. You have to win the rack to get a point.
Ah, okay.
So first 1 to 4 racks will win the game. That is Logan missing ball in hand. I'm going to pause there for our audience to absorb that one. Logan missing ball in hand. But that's all I'm going to say about it. So anybody listening will know that I'm just giving Logan a hard time because Logan would not have anticipated missing ball in hand.
Got it.
Don't worry, Logan. When you listen to this later, I miss ball in hand all the time. You're going to recover.
He's going to fast forward that part.
Oh, and the chat is being nice to him. I'm surprised they're not giving him a hard time. But that's okay. We all miss ball in hand sometimes.
Go timeout trivia. There we go.
All right. So that was actually pretty critical because now Robert is set up Gage nicely to pocket the 8-ball. So ball in hand with, I'm sorry, Robert didn't have ball in hand, but Robert making the last ball for them, and now Gage looking to bring in a point.
Oh. So they still have another chance, right? So if
too many things I'm thinking about and doing. There we go. We were just talking about single tasking. I'm going to go back to that.
The theme of the day.
Yes.
So now if Jess makes it, then no.
They're stripes.
Ah, okay, understood.
Yes. So Logan and Jess are shooting at stripes. So now Jess just made that, so her partner is going to step up and shoot at a stripe again.
So they still have a chance here.
They do. They have a very good chance.
Uh-oh. Coming back.
And Miss Ann Lane in the chat here, I didn't teach him that. That's Logan's mama. Well, I would not expect you to teach him that, Ann. Oh.
Do we have a family? So, Ann, do you also play?
Yes.
Oh,
she plays as well. Mr. Lane plays as well.
All on the same team? League? Night? Different?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, nice. But not in the tournament today.
Nope. Logan is the only lane in the tournament today. All right, there we go. Point for Robert and Gabe. I knew you guys were out there. There they are. Joey.
We're just waking up.
Yeah.
Just waking up.
Man, poor Justin got dragged into that, and he's not even here.
So when it comes to the rack, is there a specific type of way besides obviously having 8-ball in the middle?
Nope. An 8-ball in APA, 8-ball in the middle is the only requirement.
Ah, okay.
Some people will have their own little tricks and twists to how they like to rack.
Mm-hmm.
But that is just preference and muscle memory. Oh, and an 8 on the break to get another point.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at that. Gabe picking up an 8 on the break. Making that 2-0. Wow. That's tough.
Uh-oh.
Jump up that quick.
Still
Woo.
a chance.
What a shot. Nice break.
That was a big lead.
8 on the break is not easy.
Wow.
There's not a lot of those.
I wish I could get that celebration on slow-mo replay.
Alexis has been doing a lot of social media stuff with us lately, and so I'm excited that that's where her brain went, was like, how do I catch that?
I know. On this topic of single tasking.
Yes.
It makes it very hard because you're watching stuff in real time. You're like, oh, but I wish my eyes could just record, and then I could just plug,
Mm-hmm.
into my
download.
brain. Yes.
Or no, export out the frames.
Yep.
There you go.
You know, like a cloud.
Sure.
Like a cloud transfer.
Sometimes my brain is like a cloud all the time, right? He blindly
Tough
agreed,
question,
but he
tough
would
question.
have said yes had he heard me too. So. Oh.
So, did anybody make any balls on that break?
You know what? I was focused on my cloudy brain, and let's see. No. So it is an open table. In an open table, you can shoot at anything. You can even combo a ball into another ball, and then whatever gets pocketed, you take. The only ball you can't use to combo is the 8-ball. That's never neutral.
Nice.
More timeout trivia. We're going to have to start racking up these questions, too.
Oh.
Just like I'm on it.
This single tasking is
Working well?
we're doing so good at it so far.
I still haven't even managed to share. I'm clearly not capable of multitasking. Ooh, nice shot there from Jess. Making Logan think a little bit about the next shot. So in these teams, everybody also usually wants to know kind of who is what skill level. You can slide all this over if you need to. And so on this team that's about to shoot,
Because they're both combo 10s, but that doesn't mean that both players are the same skill level.
Yeah, you can have any combination. Look out.
And I
I'm
know
trying to pull
Jess
up
said
some
they
player
play on Tuesday
information.
nights.
Hang on one moment for me. Yeah.
Oh, another ball in the pocket. We still got lucky strikers playing on the board.
Okay, sorry, I was making sure I had accurate player information. So this is Robert Brown shooting right now. My app is not working. I'm trying to look up some info for you, and because I'm getting error messages, I'm getting stuck. Okay, there we go. So Robert Brown is a 5. And Robert is playing with Gabe, and Gabe is
5.
a 5 as well, yes. So Gabe Fitzgerald is a 5. On the other team, Jess is a 3, and Logan is a 7.
Oh, okay.
So quite a different strategy, maybe, in building those teams, or, you know, in how they might play.
Right.
Even 2 5s playing together might have a little bit more confidence in their partners sometimes.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice where you don't have to think about it, where sometimes in a high-low situation, one of the partners often will feel like they have to kind of take care of the other
Do
partner.
more coaching and
Yeah.
So we have. Can you switch out players within your team? Like if they move on to another table, will it always have to be Logan and Jess, or can you have
Yes.
another person from whose turn is it?
Once you enter the tournament, like each of these team names on our bracket, they are specific 2 players that are here today.
Got it. Love
Yep.
it.
And all of the teams had to be a max skill level 10 to start our event.
Max.
Yes.
So you couldn't be more than that.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
You have to qualify as max skill level 10. And should any of these teams have movement in their skill level after our tournament today, but before Las Vegas, they do allow teams to increase up to 12 out there to accommodate for that.
Okay. And how do you go up in a skill level? Like how would somebody today, after today's tournament, increase their skill level?
So skill levels are monitored on a weekly basis. And each week, thank you. Each week, after every match that's played, so some of these players, a lot of these players in here, we're evaluating multiple matches a week, because after every match is played, we'll take a look at the data and decide. The data is going to give a calculated version of a skill level, and then we're also going to look for patterns and look at qualitative assessment when we're out at tournaments. All that is factored in as well.
It's a lot to look through.
Yes, it is.
So are you watching a lot of like footage all the time?
No. We'll watch when we're out at league. We have a handicap review committee where if we have any skill level concerns, we can also tap them to say, hey, can you watch somebody when you're at league this week and give us some feedback? So there's that piece of it. But no, we're looking at data. We're looking at stats online.
Okay.
Most of it. Good questions. So
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 stripe, 3 solid left.
yep, it looks like Gabe is trying to take care of this and maybe try to get some of those stripes broken out a little bit. Didn't hit him. That's what he wanted, was that cue ball to come back and hit. And run into that little pile of stripes there and try and break them up a little.
So we still have lucky strikers.
Lucky strikers.
I wonder how they come up with the names.
There's always a story to some of these.
I don't know.
Yeah. That one.
What are we doing versus team? I don't know.
Goodness. That's got to be a rough match. Oh, they're done now. Okay.
I don't see any team shirts today. Well, I guess this is only
So these teams are created just for today.
just for today. Okay.
Yeah, they don't play in league. You can find anybody to be your partner in Jacksonville APA. And get registered.
So these are all only for APA players.
Yes. This tournament, you have to be active in Jacksonville APA in 8-ball to be able to register for this event.
In 8-ball, not 9-ball. Oh, we might have whose turn is it coming back? We've got Mr. Logan up. See if he's going to get the corner pocket here, and yes. See if we can get Logan and Jess to get a point here on the board for them.
Okay, sorry, I was interpreting some notes being passed. I'm learning about how many teams these players are on, and Gabe started playing Jacksonville APA about a year ago, and right now he's on 5 teams, 3
Oh my
8-ball
gosh.
and 2 9-ball.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at you, Gabe.
That is consistent with the others here as well, I believe. Robert, if I had to guess, I would say Robert is probably on 5. Let's see.
And you
1,
said
2,
he's only been
3,
playing for the last year, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep, Robert is on 5 teams as well, and I would bet Logan and Jess are sitting in that neck of the woods too.
So he just got 1 point for Logan and Jess. They
All
just took that
right.
one.
Keeping it a game.
Uh-oh.
Keeping it a game.
And one of these teams is going home tonight.
Yes,
right?
this is a loser's bracket match. So one of these teams, the loser of this match, is going to head out. They're done.
We got
But the
some-
winner, if they want to go all the way, they've got 4 more rounds of pool.
Only 4.
Only 4 more to go today.
There we go. We got a yay for Logan from Miss Penny.
Right. Thanks for coming out and supporting today. If you guys haven't hit the share button, we would love for you to do that. You can share on Jacksonville APA's Facebook or YouTube. If you're at home looking at the big screen, that's a great way to use your smart TV to pull up the YouTube channel there. All of our previous matches and stuff are saved as well. We get that question quite a bit. How can we go back and find them? So they're all on the channel there. Logan is on 7 teams.
7 teams.
Yep.
Can you
Now
play
some
it?
of these are double jeopardy, so like
Oh,
one
okay.
night counts as 2 because it's
2.
8-ball and 9-ball.
You just answered my question that I was about to ask.
Yep. So it sounds like he's not out 7 nights a week.
Right.
Well, playing
Never too
Jacksonville
much
APA pool. Let me clarify
Right.
that. And Jess is on 6. No, 5.
5.
5. Yep.
We
5,
got any
5,
double
5.
jeopardies in there?
Yeah.
So can people can still sign up for singles today?
Absolutely. We are running them. Marianne's probably got at least 4, maybe 5. How many boards you got, Marianne? 2 are started, and she's working on getting signups for 2 more. So she does her best to group them by skill level.
Watching from Tennessee. There we go.
That's neat. That's been so fun
Aw.
to see all the live streams and how it circulates around the country. We had a lot of that for regionals.
Wow. Family supporting family. We love that. Big pool family.
Absolutely. All right, so we got a match. That was important for Logan and Jess to win that rack and to stay in it and not let Robert and Gabe get to that hill.
Oh, yeah.
So getting to the hill in 8-ball, it's a term that means that you only need one more rack to win the game on
Okay.
the hill.
Getting to the hill.
Or on the hill, or it's a hill match. We'll throw the word hill around a while. It always means you just need one more rack to win. And that's not a fun place to be if you're not on the hill.
Yes. Then it's like you're
It
clawing
adds
your
the-
way up to the top.
Adds
More
that pressure. Pressure is the kicker in these tournaments.
I mean, some people might play better under pressure.
Absolutely. And some people, they're going to have the game of their life today, and others are going to crash and burn under the pressure. And it happens. And it's happened to all of us.
And we come out on the other side better for it.
Oh, completely. And you know what? It just gives you a taste of it. And then you're like, okay, well, I want to register and do that again.
You're like, I will not be defeated. I'm going to come back.
Yes. Which, speaking of, if you want to get registered for any of our next doubles events, we've got Jack and Jill. That is a Vegas qualifier. Jack and Jill is a championship event in Las Vegas in August. The qualifier for that is in June. If you want to get registered, pro tip, there are only 4 spots available. Go get on there and get registered if you want to play in Jack and Jill. 4 spots left.
And that's for like 4 doubles, correct?
That is for doubles as well. So it's max skill level 10. Only requirements there is male, female teammates. Max skill level 10 in 8-ball. Both players need to be active in the Jacksonville APA.
And that's in May. No.
The qualifier is in June. If you
and
just
then Vegas is August.
Yes. Yep. If you guys go to get on there and get registered and you find that it's full, you can always text us too. There will be a wait list, and we will start that wait list. And we put you on the wait list in the order of the text received. So make sure you send us a text and let us know if you get on there and you can't get registered.
So we have still an open board.
No. So they've each shot down 1. And I believe Jess here is looking. I've been watching and not processing.
I think they're stripes.
Yes. Looks like she's looking at the combo. Oh, it goes by. The camera can be tricky sometimes.
She almost got both corner pockets in there.
Nice. Logan's kind of looking at this cluster over there, wondering how to get
Which
these
do I choose?
picked apart a little bit. When you're shooting pool and you have kind of a cluster going on, the temptation sometimes can be to slam the balls into them and just break them up, right? But once you get to a certain level, you try to really just pick them apart, pick them out of the pile one by one, so you can have more control of the layout of your table. By not touching any of the other ones there, he knew he was setting her up to be able to combo that 9 into the 12 in the corner pocket.
Strategy. And that's having confidence in your teammate too.
Absolutely. He even set her up to give him that breakout. So she followed that 9, and by following it, the natural trajectory put it, knocking it into the 8-ball to get the 13 bounced out. We call that a breakout, when you can get the ball out of a sticky situation on the table.
Oh, so
Did
close.
he get it? Ah. That would have been nice. Well, good run there for them. Got some momentum going.
Oh, yeah.
Logan. Watch. You're knocking the tripod. Just watch it. You're good. All right. It can be tough when you have doubles, like both players kind of need to be in sync.
Right.
It can be real frustrating when you're in a double situation where you're like, man, I'm shooting really good and my partner just can't make anything.
Yeah.
At least if you're in sync and you're shooting poorly, then you can, commiserate
up.
together.
Yeah.
So, but doubles are a lot of fun when you and your partner are shooting in sync and you're both shooting well, and you feel like you've got that mental connection.
Yeah. In the flow sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Looks like they're tied now on balls left on the table.
Sure. Now, if I'm Gabe stepping up to the table and looking at this, I mean, he's definitely examining that cluster of balls up at the top there, because he knows he's got to fix it. If he can't fix it, then the worst thing he could do is make that 2-ball with no plan, the 2-ball, the blue one, with
Right.
no plan for how to address the 2 balls sitting there at the 8.
Yep.
Because otherwise you end up with no way of manipulating the table anymore. So he is very wisely looking at a defensive shot here, where his objective, ooh, I misread what he was doing. That would have been the defensive shot. To hit that very slowly, and he could have left
Leave
the
it
cue
right there.
ball up on the top rail. And then the opponent wouldn't have had a shot at anything. So I thought that's what he was doing. Went a different route, tried to play it. He must have been able to see more of it than we thought.
Now I got 2s and 2. 2 stripes and 2 solids together.
Logan leaving Jess a shot on the 9. He seems like he might be circling. I don't know if they have a timeout or not, but this is risky as to whether or not he will be left with a visible shot on the 8 ball. She would need to hit it a little harder and get back to the left side of the 8 there. Which she did. Oh, whoa. Nice
So
try there.
close. Is there a
Hey.
breeze in here at all?
That certainly helped them out blocking the pocket from the 6 ball going in, though.
So what would happen if they hit the, what is the green ball? What number is that?
6.
So if they hit the 6 and it goes in with the stripe as well,
Then they get to keep shooting.
they get to keep, they just sacrifice the,
Which sometimes, depending on your situation, if the other team has a ball sitting in a pocket like that, it is often very beneficial to make that ball, because that ball is how your opponent is going to be able to manipulate the table layout and move their cue ball wherever they want to after they pocket it. They're going to be able to see that from just about anywhere. So sometimes it's a good idea to take out the sitting duck in the pocket.
right.
I kind of liked when he was looking at it. I thought we were going to see some defense,
Yeah.
even with pocketing the 9.
We might be having a comeback for, whose turn is it?
Yeah, I think we might be looking at a tie ball game here in a minute. I'm in T-ball mode, so it's tie ball game.
Just a blend of all the sports.
Yeah. Why not? Use the lingo people know.
So just with the 8.
Yes, this is tough. So what she's doing right now is marking her pocket.
Okay.
So you have to sit something near the pocket that you are shooting at. In APA, we call it marking the pocket, and it is our way of ensuring that there's no question of, did you call it? Did you call that one? There's no arguments. I called that one. Visually, everybody sees it.
So what happens if, let's say she hit it hard enough where it didn't go in the corner pocket that she called, but it went all the way back into the opposite corner pocket? Would that
lost
be
the game.
Lost the game. Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
That we refer to as 8-ball wrong pocket.
Super creative. Just as creative as the team names today.
Yep, pretty much. There's no question about what happened.
Just short, sweet, simple, to the point. So did they call it?
They are. They're taking a timeout right now, discussing their options. In
Smart.
Tim and I always love to talk in doubles about the use of timeouts. So it's part of partners being in sync, right? So they're very wisely using it with 3 balls left. They've got their 2 solids and the 8. This, and especially when you got 2 5s sitting there, 2 brains are better than 1. What's this run out look like, right?
Yeah.
Where do you want to be? Okay, I'm going to shoot at this ball. Where do you want me to try and leave you for this ball? And just kind of coming to a consensus as to what's the order we're going to do here together to finish out this rack.
Right.
It can be a
Oh, there
very
you go.
comforting conversation to know that you and your partner are on the same page in those final crucial
Right.
shots.
Sorting through all the possible options.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like
And
so far so good.
I was just about to say, I don't think that was part of the plan.
Was it not? Was he going for
But
the other
hey,
ball?
you know, it's all about perspective, people. Alexis says, so far so good.
I mean, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see if this is what they planned, or maybe it'll be an improv moment.
Well, you know, that's kind of the fun of pool, too, is like, it teaches you that sometimes plans don't work out as planned.
Right.
So, but thankfully in 8-ball, you can usually figure out a new plan.
Yeah.
Logan staring at this 8-ball, looking a little bit frustrated because the 2 is in the way of the bank shot.
I saw a little head shake there.
Yeah, not the biggest fan of the bank shot there. It's close. It might actually bank past the 2 from that angle. He's going to try and cut it, though.
Wow. It's a close cut.
It is. Interesting thing to point out where he aimed on that pocket there. If you looked at where he set his Q-tip to kind of get the trajectory of the 8-ball, his Q-tip was on the right corner of the pocket, actually on the felt part. Because sometimes we forget that you don't have to aim at the center of the pocket itself. You need to aim at the center of your opening to the pocket. So that pocket for him, ooh, I forgot we can draw on the screen. That pocket for him is only got about that wide,
Right.
right? So he's aiming right here in that center point so that it'll hit and drop.
Bank in, yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to clear my drawings, guys. I don't know why it's not clearing. Sorry. Hey, look, it did it, though.
Oh, there we go.
I can't get it to
You
clear.
called it. You called it.
Why won't it clear? Hey. Nope, it's still there. Okay, cool. All right, I'll get my drawings off your picture here in a moment.
So now we have a tie game. Whose turn is it? And lucky strikers. Only need 2 more for both teams.
All right, that's right. Got to update our score. 2-2 here. Both halfway there. I love the 2-2 or any kind of tie game because what it means is nothing that happened in the previous 4 racks matters anymore. You can shake off the nerves, like you can reset. We're back to an even race. It's like such a mental game.
Yeah.
You need to reset. I am so sorry about the drawings, guys. We can't get them off.
We can just keep drawing a beautiful picture for you.
I don't know why they won't go away. Nope, I can't do that either. Try hitting it again.
So we got Logan
Alrighty.
Justo stripes.
Well, it is not a rip in the felt. It is just Kelly drew on the screen.
You can write Kelly was here.
I would do it, except it won't go away. It's going to be pretty permanent. Who let her loose on the live stream? Okie dokie. I did. It stays. Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea. Woohoo, we got
go.
it off. We just can't draw any more either.
Would you be able to
Alright.
create another layer
I don't know.
to draw on?
I think I should just not be allowed to draw anymore right now. I lost the privilege.
Our class is over.
Color over it with blue.
Oh, there we go. Creative.
Oh, that's funny. Yep. Oh, Tony. Yep. Match the felt. There we go. Don't worry, guys. We just took away my drawing ability. I won't do that to you anymore.
That was an art lesson. And that's why we're here back talking about pool.
Yeah. Right.
Not art anymore.
There's amazing similarities to pool and the humanities. I just can't think of them right now.
Yes.
But there's got to be something.
I'm thinking art and math, geometry.
Oh, wait, art and math?
I was thinking like geometry.
Okay.
Geometrics.
Geometric art. Yeah. What about like when you're looking up at the sky at the clouds and you're making shapes? Like you could play connect the dots on the table to
Okay.
make the shapes.
Yep. See, I found in school, it was like some people either found geometry super easy or it was like impossible to understand. And so I was one of the people where it came on pretty easy. I didn't have a terrible time understanding it. But when it came to applying geometry to a pool table, drew blanks.
It no longer made any sense.
Nope. I was like, where was all this easy knowledge that I thought I had?
There's no
scored in the
angles here.
bank?
They're just right angles in the corners. That's
I was
it.
like, what are angles?
That's funny. So if you've ever asked a fairly good player, how do you bank? And you get like a mouthful of mumbled mush. And they're like, I don't know, I just see them. Those are the people who understand angles like
They just see it anywhere.
inherently. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. They're like, I don't know. That's how Mike, I used to get so annoyed because I would ask him for help on when I was trying to learn how to bank years ago. And he'd be like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, if you can't see them, you just can't see them.
You're like, it's right there.
I'm like, but I want the mathematical equation to see them, please. And he's like,
You need the filter. You need the drawing filter for you, for your own eyes.
exactly. Yes.
For the pool table.
If you could add a protractor in there, that'd be great. Oh.
So on the last shot, you cannot hit the 8-ball first.
Correct.
So if you hit the 8-ball first, does it go to your opponent?
It is ball in hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you do not hit your
Which is
own
what he's
ball
doing.
first or hit a rail after contact, those are ball in hand scenarios for your opponent.
And is ball in hand anywhere on the table?
Yes.
Oh,
The
okay.
only time that there's a difference in APA, 8-ball and 9-ball, it is always anywhere unless it's a scratch off an 8-ball break.
Scratch off an 8-ball break.
That's the only time
okay.
that we limit where you can put the cue ball after a scratch. And
Okay.
that is
Makes
when
sense.
you have to hit behind the line. Behind the line or in the kitchen or any of those terms.
So we got I feel like starting to fill up a little bit more in here today.
There's several singles boards going on. We started the day today with 32 doubles teams. So that was 64 players in here. It's been a busy day. Come on up if you're in the area and you're looking for a way to play pool today. We got you covered. Singles boards are going on now. We will continue to start them as long as you continue to show up and play. So come on up.
And this tournament is only today. So by the end of the day, there will be a winner.
Correct. We are playing it to the end. They are going to be very quickly making some travel arrangements too, because I think
There we go.
8-ball doubles is probably May 3rd or so. Like, it's right away. Coming up.
So for Vegas and all of their tournaments, how long is that usually? Like an entire week?
So in May, the event is 5 days total, but there are 5 different tournaments that they are hosting.
Oh, wow.
We have players that will be participating in 3 of them.
Wow.
Look at that shot. I'm sorry, 4 of them.
What a shot that was.
Yeah, that had some tricky stuff going on. I don't think
yeah.
I could do that.
My geometry lens wouldn't be able to pick that up.
So if we add in, let's see, what would that be called? Force and acceleration, and then I don't know what we would call spin. I don't know what science that would be. Help me out, guys. What would we call English?
The only
And
thing I'm
spin.
thinking of is torque, but I don't know if that is correct.
We're going to sound so terrible to the people that actually know the words we're saying.
I'm not a science girly.
Brian Jeffo, I know you know the answer to this. What science would it be when you're putting right and left on the ball?
Spin? Is it just spin?
Well, I mean,
Rotation?
maybe. I don't know. Maybe there's, but what's like scientific field would apply to the concept?
Physics?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
I mean, well, That's like
Physics was not my specialty, I will tell you. Did not thrive in that area.
Yeah, me neither. If you couldn't solve it with F equal MA, it wasn't getting solved.
Velocity.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So we are learning about
Welcome to
eight-ball
science
doubles.
class.
We already hit our art portion. We have moved on to science, and we're doing a touch on physics.
I think it would be like a merge. It would be like a physics combined with geometry. Ooh.
Now that would just boggle my brain. They're flying through this game a little fast.
I really like what just happened there. If
Yeah.
you look at it, it was another doubles timeout with 3 balls left on the table to talk about what's our path. So we know that we're both on track with this is what we're trying to achieve. Because there is more than one way to I lost track of what sentence I was in the middle of, but yes. Rotational induced friction, Brian.
And that's science.
I think we should move on from trying to teach math and science. 'Cause clearly we don't know what we're talking
don't.
about.
At least we're all in this together, and all of us.
Just keep it up with your torque over there.
So it looks like their plan of action has paid off for them. So close, that
But
breeze.
man, okay, so look, this is problematic. Gabe and Robert are not big fans of this because the 2 ball and the 3 ball at the top and left of the table there are both oriented to be makeable towards the 8, right? The 3 ball, you got a little bit more to work with. But still, you got to get position in this tiny, I want to draw on the screen so bad, guys, in this tiny little square you got kind of between the, if you think of the corners as the 8 ball, 3 ball, 2 ball, and then the spot in the center of the table. That's really where the only place that they can have any kind of shape on the 2 or the 3 to make one of them. Wow, did he get it? He's kind of in there almost. Now, this is the 3rd time now where they've been in situations where I feel like they've got to look at this defense.
I wonder what he's going for.
I want to say defense, but after the last couple times, I don't have confidence that that's what's happening. Okay, yes, there we go.
Looks like
Some defense.
Logan knew that was up and coming.
Oh, for sure. And he's going to be looking at this bottom rail here for a 1 rail kick. So it's called a kick when you're hitting the rail first. It's called a bank if you hit your object ball into the rail. So most likely looking at a 1 rail kick.
Still debating.
I'm actually surprised to see this much thought about it. He must feel like one of the 2 are in the way enough or concerns about following it in or yeah. I actually kind of like the move. Okay, so now that I'm surprised at the debate going on, I like it because what he was realizing is if he misses that kick and gives them ball in hand, they would be able to get in that super tiny little window. Oh, but that's just what he did. Never mind.
So now they have.
So I don't know. I don't know the thought process there necessarily.
So he just tapped it onto their 2 or their 3, right?
Yeah. He moved the 3 ball a little closer to make it a little less window to get in there and make them both. But I would be curious to ask him later what the intent of this one was because I'm having some trouble explaining my way out of that.
Well, it looks like they are still debating. Whatever the move was, they're.
Help me out, guys. Help me out, chat. What was the thought process there? Because I'm not with it.
Blocking the pocket regardless.
Yeah, they were talking about ideas for what he should do.
Right,
Brian
right.
was saying go 3 rails. JT is saying to kick it. But now we're in a situation where he gave ball in hand.
Mm.
Game. This is actually a little risky for him, what he's doing right now. I mean, it kind of, to me, is the only option for how to handle that, is to make this and stop the cue ball right where it is so that his partner has a shot on the 3. But it's risky because if he puts even the slightest bit of draw on it, he could have drew it back and hit the 8 in.
Right,
The ball would have rolled backwards. So that was the challenge there for them and why all that discussion. But missed that, got the leave. Jess and Logan take the lead.
Now we have a game. That is 3 in a row for them.
Do you remember what they are now that they need 1 rack to go?
They are getting to the hill.
On the hill.
On the hill.
It really is school here, guys. She looked at her notes in her notebook.
I know. Don't worry, I didn't take any notes on our physics chat.
I mean, you might be onto something. I don't know.
So we have on the chat, he wanted to put the 3 on the 8 so they couldn't put ball in hand between.
Ooh, that's risky too. That just feels like so much risk to me. But remember, I'm a 5. Logan is not. Logan's way better than me. So, but that just feels like a lot of risk in that scenario. But either way, here we go. They got the win out of it. Logan and Jess need 1 more. Robert and Gabe, 2 to take it home. Remember, they are fighting for staying alive here. So our losing team is out of the tournament today.
So whoever wins this, they will go on and they will have 3 or 4?
4 more rounds of pool.
4 more rounds.
For the winner of this match, if they're going to win it all. Got started about 11 o'clock, full bracket, 16 tables. So first couple of rounds, anytime we're running 16 tables, are going to take a little bit longer, and then they start cruising a little bit. We're not so many matches that are potentially going long. Thanks for hopping in and hanging out with us today, guys. We are going to be here all day streaming the finals until we're sending somebody to Las Vegas later. If you haven't yet, please hit the share button for us. Let your friends know that we're here watching live. We'd love to see that support. This is Kelly talking. If you weren't sure who the voices were, hopefully you know mine. But the other, maybe less familiar voice here is Alexis.
Hello, hello, hello.
You have seen Alexis if you've been watching any of our new reels coming out this week. If you haven't yet, cruise on over to the reels section of your favorite social media app and you will find us there with some nifty trivia, some new faces, some cool stats about lifetime matches. Go check it out.
Yep, seeing some familiar or new faces.
Yes.
We got some interviews, timeout trivia, new fun game.
We were at Post 9 again yesterday, and we were talking to a couple of the people that had played, and they just had a blast that night. Yeah,
Oh, that was so fun.
They were a good crowd in there.
Yeah, they were having a good time. It's nice in there.
Yeah, and oh, I need to give you a photo so we can push and doctor it up and push it out any which way we want. But they have 3 tables in there now.
Oh, wonderful.
They added another table, so we're really excited about that. That location has demand.
Oh, wow. And what nights do they have league night?
Monday and Thursday. Monday and Thursday league up there. And even with a brand new table to their location, it's not a brand new table, but in their location, adding a table, they still only have room for like 1 team on Monday and 1 team on Thursday.
Wow.
So if you had dreams of playing at Post 9 next session on Monday or Thursday, you should claim those dreams soon.
I'm sure those will go fast.
Yes. People enjoy that location a lot. It's very clean. They're super friendly.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Oh. Do we have anybody else watching that is in any of the leagues for Jacksonville APA?
I think you're asking if the players in the chat here are Jacksonville APA players?
Yep, any of the people watching the live stream.
I should definitely have pulled mine up because it's fun when you're in here as you. You can see the names of the people joining.
if you are an APA player. Oh, here we go. Tony says, I think that's a case of know your opponent.
Analyzing that last shot again. I'm trying to understand the choice there, and I agree. It was a little bit of like, well, I'd rather leave them hard.
Yeah.
Than miss it and lose.
I mean, they definitely had some thinking to do after that shot, so looks like his strategy paid off.
Yep.
I mean, they got the point at the end of the day, so.
Right? I mean, we can analyze and analyze and analyze, but a point's a point.
Oh, A+ intelligence on Logan's part. There we go.
Ooh, wow. I think he wanted to make his own ball, but that was pretty if it wasn't his.
JT says most of us, I'm sure, are, meaning league players within Jacksonville EPA.
Yes. Yeah, most on here are probably current members. But we do have some of our other friends from around the Southeast region who have come to see us for regionals or Southeast Challenge, who we will often see on the live stream as well.
I definitely have some name learning to do. If you ever see me popping around at any or with Kelly and Mike anywhere, whether we're shooting content or either commentating, come up and introduce yourself. I got a lot of faces and names to put together.
Yeah, come say hi. We're here at 9-Ball Heaven. Come play a singles board and see who this new face is behind the mic. Or go check out our reels.
Instagram, Facebook, and also if you're on the TikTok.
New to the world. Jacksonville APA is on TikTok.
And we're Jacksonville Pool.
And we even have someone that knows how to work it now. They've watched me mess with some of the, I've botched Instagram so many times. I'm pretty good at Facebook, but I got left behind about 10 years ago when Instagram took off.
Oh yeah. Well, it's changing even more.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Now we're getting into the AI and.
I just learned Twitter's not Twitter.
Oh, yep. X. Yep. That was a big thing. A lot of people were upset about that.
Yeah. I was devastated.
About Twitter?
I'm
Not being
just
Twitter.
kidding.
I was going to say the enthusiasm.
Yeah,
I
no.
can just feel the heartbreak.
Just
Oh, thanks, Ray.
Hey, thanks, Ray. Thanks for popping in. It's fun to hang out. Fun to hang out on here, and our hope is that when we're having fun, you're having fun. So thanks for joining.
So they're taking a timeout now, correct?
They are. So each of doubles team gets one timeout per rock, regardless of skill level.
Mm-hmm.
This is a smart one. I like this timeout.
They get one timeout per rack.
Regardless of skill level, yeah. So in regular league play, different skill levels get different timeouts. 3s and below get 2, 4s and above get 1. But that differs in tournament play. Everybody, singles, doubles, doesn't matter. One timeout. So that discussion, that timeout was really about what do we do with the 13 ball, which is the one that's kind of hanging out there by the 8, real close. They knew they could make the 12 in the top left corner there. They didn't, but they were able to. But they were looking at what do we do next after that shot. So wise use of a timeout.
Thinking ahead.
Mm-hmm.
The long game. I mean, Robert and Gabe need this if they want to stay into it. Because if not, they have to go home.
Logan's down there examining that 3-ball situation tied up with theirs. He is most likely going to use the 1 ball here, make the 1, and then use it to get a breakout. We'll see the cue ball kind of fly off the 1 and hit into that 3. Oh, got the breakout. Oh, and made theirs.
Wow.
Look at that.
Wow.
Hey, that's the way to miss.
So because they're solid.
Correct.
Ah, okay.
So he hit the 1, missed that ball, but he used the cue ball to drive it into the 3 ball and the 12 that was theirs sitting there. That knocked theirs in, but since he missed the 1, it's no longer his turn. So now they're left with the outcome, which is they no longer have that ball that's makeable up there.
Right.
and they're having to shoot.
Their strategy. Oh, shake. We've got a head shake.
We're
Different
having to
strategy
shoot
now.
around
Right.
the 5.
We'll see what the play is here. They still need this if they want to move on to stay in to be qualified for Vegas. We got Jess with whose turn is it coming up? And we got a high Tim from Janice. There we go.
Tim is actually shooting in the tournament today.
He is playing today.
Yeah, Tim is playing with April. So instead, you got myself, this is Kelly talking, and Alexis here
Hi.
on the mic. Oh, and there it is for the win. Logan and Jess. Sorry, we had to answer a couple of questions there on the side. But Logan and Jess taking that win, so they are advancing. They're still in it. Robert and Gabe, done for today. Sorry, guys. Hey, don't go anywhere, though, because we've got more matches coming up, more good stuff. Let's take a look at the bracket and see what it's looking like here. We can tell you. I did put the link to the bracket in a previous chat.
In the chat.
Yep, so I'll go ahead. Ooh. Oh. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry, guys.
We have some technical.
Yeah, if you get a comment, oh, goodness. What is going on? The W button on our keyboard is stuck. And, oh, did it stop? And, okay, we're going to go fix the W button and set up the next match. And we will be back here in just a few minutes, hopefully. We shouldn't be long. It looks like some of these matches are moving along pretty quick. So we'll be back here with another match here in just a moment. Meanwhile, I am going to change your view here a little bit, so at least you can keep watching some pool. At least I'm trying to change your view here. There we go. Now it's moving. Wrong way. I'm going to just pop you over to the match here on the side of it so that you have something interesting to take a look at. Oop, too far, too far. This is a fun game, huh? Do you guys want to go in a circle? It goes 360. We can do it if you want.
Oh, we have too much fun here today.
And we go up and down. There we go. Look at how pretty that looks.
That is a great shot.
Yeah. We could just talk about how pretty it is, or I can actually focus on fixing the W, which is apparently a problem. So, yeah, we're going to leave you watching this. It looks like on this table we've got Ronnie and AJ, Ronnie Swopes and AJ over there, and Susie and Brandon. So we'll leave that up for a little while for you guys to watch, and we're going to work on the W. We'll be back.